Imagine you're going about your day, when suddenly, that all-too-familiar tickle in your throat creeps in. A cough follows. Perhaps a runny nose, fatigue. For many, it feels like déjà vu. Is it just a cold? Or maybe it's something more. This scene is playing out across homes and workplaces, as we once again face the rapid spread of new COVID-19 variants. One name in particular is making waves: FLiRT variants. These new strains are different, sneakier, evading immunity from past infections and vaccinations more easily than ever before. As we head into colder months, the spread of respiratory illnesses like whooping cough and the flu is rising too, turning the next few months into a critical time for all of us. What makes these new variants so challenging? Well, the FLiRT variants have adapted. They've learned to slip past the defenses built up by our immune systems. This means that even if you've had COVID before, or received a vaccine, you might still find yourself battling these new strains. It's frustrating, isn't it? But understanding this shift is key. We're not back to square one, but we do need to be cautious. The good news? We've come a long way since the early days of the pandemic. We know how to protect ourselves better now, wearing masks in crowded spaces, staying home when we're sick, and keeping up with booster shots that target these newer variants. Researchers are working round the clock to develop updated vaccines, designed specifically to counter these evasive strains. So if you haven't already, make sure to check if you're eligible for a booster. It's one of the most effective steps you can take. But it's not just COVID-19 that we're dealing with. Whooping cough, which we often associate with young children, is making a comeback. And then there's the flu, a yearly visitor we're all too familiar with. Experts are warning that this year's flu season could be more severe, especially with the weakened immune systems many of us are dealing with. Think about it. Over the last few years, the precautions we took for COVID, like wearing masks and limiting contact, also kept other viruses at bay. Now, with those restrictions relaxed, respiratory infections are surging. It's not all doom and gloom though. We have more tools than ever before to fight back. Boosting your immunity is a crucial part of the puzzle. Studies show that a well-balanced diet rich in vitamins C and D, zinc, and omega-3 fatty acids can support your immune system, helping you fend off infections. Getting enough sleep is just as important. Sleep deprivation weakens your body's natural defenses, making you more susceptible to illness. And of course, don't forget the basics. Washing your hands, staying hydrated, and avoiding close contact with others if you're feeling unwell. As we brace for the winter months, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by the headlines. But armed with the right knowledge and precautions, we can navigate this season of respiratory infections with confidence. So, what can you do today? Keep an eye on those symptoms, stay informed about the latest vaccine updates, and take care of your immune system. Together, we can stay ahead of these new challenges, keeping ourselves and our loved ones safe.